Hey everyone, and welcome to the exciting world of JavaScript. This language is the backbone of interactive and dynamic web experiences. From animating page elements to fetching data from servers, JavaScript empowers developers to create engaging and responsive websites. Today we'll be diving into some core JavaScript concepts: objects, functions, variables, and modules. Let's get started. Think of JavaScript as the language that gives websites their personality. Without it, websites would be static and lifeless. JavaScript provides the magic touch that makes things move, respond to user interactions, and even adapt to user preferences. As you delve deeper into JavaScript, you'll discover its versatility extends far beyond web browsers. It's now used in mobile app development, server-side scripting, and even game development. This means that learning JavaScript opens up a whole world of possibilities for aspiring programmers. So, whether you're a complete beginner or have some coding experience under your belt, understanding the fundamentals of JavaScript is crucial for anyone looking to become a proficient web developer. And trust me, once you get the hang of it, you'll be amazed by what you can create. In JavaScript, everything revolves around objects. Imagine objects as containers that hold information about something. These containers aren't limited to just one type of information either. They can store numbers, text, true, false values, and even other objects. Each piece of information within an object is stored as a key-value pair. Think of it like a dictionary. You look up a word, the key, to find its definition, the value. For instance, if we have an object representing a car, the color key might have the value blue. But objects are more than just static containers. They can also store actions, which we call methods. These methods are like built-in functions that operate on the object's data. For example, our car object might have a start engine method that simulates starting the car's engine. This combination of data and actions makes objects incredibly powerful for representing real-world entities and their behaviors within your code. We'll explore how to create and manipulate objects in the next section. Now that you understand what objects are, let's see how to create them in JavaScript. There are a couple of ways to do this, using object literals or constructor functions. Object literals are the simplest way to create objects on the fly. You simply enclose key-value pairs within curly braces, separating each pair with a colon. For example, creates an object with information about a dog. Constructor functions, on the other hand, provide a blueprint for creating multiple objects of the same type. Think of them like cookie cutters. You use the same cutter to create multiple cookies with the same shape. Similarly, you use a constructor function to create multiple objects with the same properties and methods. We define a constructor function using the keyword followed by the function name, conventionally starting with a capital letter. Inside the function, we use the keyword to refer to the object being created and assign values to its properties. Section 4. Unveiling object secrets, accessing and modifying data. Once you've created an object, you'll need to know how to access and modify its data. This is where dot notation and bracket notation come in handy. Dot notation is the most common way to access object properties. You simply write the object name, followed by a dot, and then the property name. For example, would print the value of the property of the object. Bracket notation offers a more flexible way to access properties, especially when the property name is stored in a variable. You enclose the property name or variable holding the property name within square brackets after the object name. For example, would achieve the same result as the previous example. To modify a property's value, you can simply assign a new value using either dot or bracket notation. For example, would update the dog's age to 4. Remember, objects are mutable, meaning their properties can be changed after creation. Section 5. Functions, the workhorses of JavaScript. Functions are essential building blocks in JavaScript, allowing you to group and reuse code for specific tasks. They're like mini-programs within your main program, performing actions and often returning results. Imagine you're baking a cake. Instead of writing out the instructions for mixing ingredients every time you want to bake, you could create a mix ingredients function. This function would take the ingredients as input and return the mixed batter. In JavaScript, functions can take input values, called arguments or parameters, and use them to perform calculations or manipulate data. They can also return values, which can then be used elsewhere in your code. Functions promote code reusability, modularity, and organization, making your code easier to read, debug, and maintain. Let's explore the different ways to declare functions in the next section. Section 6. Declaring functions. A trio of approaches. JavaScript offers three main ways to declare functions: function declarations, function expressions, and arrow functions, which were introduced in ES6. Function declarations are the traditional way to define functions. You use the keyword followed by the function name, parentheses for parameters, and curly braces to enclose the function body. For example, function greetName, console.log, hello plus name plus. Function expressions involve assigning a function to a variable. This is similar to how you assign values to other data types. For example, const greet equals sign function name, console, log, hello plus name plus. Arrow functions provide a more concise syntax for writing functions, especially for short functions. They use the arrow symbol to separate the parameter list from the function body. For example, const greet equals sign, name equals sign, console, log, hello, plus name plus. Each approach has its own nuances and use cases. We'll delve deeper into these nuances later, but for now, understanding the basic syntax is a great starting point.